If you're new and don't know about me, well, that is my legal name. I, believe it or not, come across people every day that don't know that that's my name. A lot of them think I'm fooling, but I wouldn't fool about a thing like that. Um, Heck, the last 10 years I spent on the road fighting to get our cannabis prisoners out of jail and cannabis to be federally legal and all. And if you use the Google 420 Gem, you can see all the stories. I mean, there's many of them. This one's from 2020, where Neil Armstrong, the town he grew up in. I mean, there's just dozens and dozens and dozens of stories about me on the internet. Most of them are true. The ones that the trolls put up, they're not. But, you know, if you don't have trolls, I guess you're not doing something right. But let's sit here and have a little toke, and then I'll go outside and show off the Cannebago. I haven't done anything else to it. It still looks the same after I painted it. I haven't put any more decals on it. I haven't got any sponsors yet, so that all looks the same. Old school hippie, I still love the can. And this was from back when I was on the road in 22. Like I say, I started this whole mess March 1st of 2014. And it was because I got arrested for 2 counts of sales of marijuana. And I didn't do any prison time, didn't do any jail time. I bailed out of jail, took it to court, and long story short, that's where I beat them. Well, they wouldn't face me in court. They had all the evidence in the world. I mean, they used undercover with a friend to set me up. 2 counts of sales. I mean, they had me on audio and video, dead to right, you know. And I still didn't do no jail time or nothing. I simply did what a smart person would and said, hey, prove to my jury what narcotics and marijuana, and they couldn't. You sure? Anybody that'd like to donate to the mission can. Yeah, you sound like one of my trolls there. But that's okay. Because you know what? Good Lord does good things. That's why I give out these little Jesuses. And if you really did do a donation like that, oh, sure, it'd help a lot. And it'd buy a bunch of the little Jesuses I could give out. But you're just kind of putting the horse before the cart, weren't you? You haven't even seen the outside of the vehicle and what I'm doing. But I am looking for sponsors for a couple of windows, and it just so happens the windows are 500. But this is what a friend gave me 20, and I put this on here for him. He made a $20 donation to help the mission, and I gave him that right there. 1 cross, 3 nails equals forgiven. Yep, that's my Cash App. You can find me on Facebook there. And when I tell you my name's 420 Jim, yeah, I got the driver's license to prove it. I don't talk the talk, I walk the walk. Here's what it's all about. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. See, I've been on the road for 10 years. This is the second RV. The first one burnt. 2 months ago, it looked like this all over the body of the RV. I let people tag it. I didn't paint the door, but I did paint the RV because I want to do 1 more year with Trump back in office. And I give you the Cannebago. So this is what I mean by a window. Somebody that wants to, make a substantial donation and put their business or whatever there. This thing, you can't imagine how many times this thing gets photographed. I have people here in the little town, they happen to drive down the main road and see this, they come here and take a photograph and stuff. You can't pass it up, even if you don't like it. You know what I mean? And I just tell the truth like that. Alcohol kills. I don't say take alcohol away, but alcohol does kill. Just like Jesus saves. This guy made a little donation, wanted me to put Mr. Peanut Butter on there. Nobody belongs in jail for weed, of course. One lady, her son was in prison for almost 10 years. She made a donation and put that up there, and she liked it so much she made another one and put that up there. And then a friend from Topeka had me put that one up there. And people would like to make a donation and would like to tell me what you'd like put up on the Cannebago. I can do that. But if you screenshot that and scan it, that is to release all the cannabis prisoners. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. You can also, this petition only, not the elder abuse, but this one here, it's on my website, 420jim.com. You can sign it there. Just click on the petition if you can't get that to scan. This is to help me reform laws on elder abuse. Trust me, we need to do that. Facebook, normally at 7 o'clock in the evening, I do a live there, and that's Mountain Standard Time. So it's 4:30 now. So 2.5 hours from now, you can find me on Facebook. Just look up my name, 420 Jim, spell it out. FOURTWENTYJIM. Going down the local glory hole. I don't know what you mean. I don't drink, don't even smoke cigarettes no more. Other than a little like 2-week period, I ain't drank in 5 years. So no. But I don't know what you mean by that. Everything I've done in the last 10 years is donate my time and heart and everything to help cannabis prisoners get out of jail. Destroy everybody's records. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. I enjoy weed. Don't you enjoy weed? Why should anybody be in jail for weed? If that's their only charge, they should have already been out under federal and state law. Now, most states have let them out, but they're still in there federally. And here's the biggest thing. If you're a United States citizen and you care about your gun rights, pay attention. As long as cannabis is kept in a class 1 or a class 2 narcotic, you can't have firearms or ammunition. Jack, move over. Move, Jack. Jack, move. Jack, over here. Move over. Go on. He likes taking my spot. Ugh. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Oh, nobody said you was a troll. Well, I guess I did say it. You sound like one of my trolls. I'm sorry. I guess some people think they make crazy comments. The moderators, I've got that turned on. That way I keep my channel. So I have a moderator that keeps that turned on. And they won't write what some of the people try and write on there. That's cool. Like I say, if you don't have haters, you're not doing something right. But unfortunately, the type haters I have, they need to be put in prison. They're the type that's just carried things way too far. And what I mean by that is anybody that sends you something like this on the anniversary of a person's murder is downright dangerous. Probably to themselves and others. But that's about all I got enough to say on them trolls, though. Within another 3 weeks, maybe I'll start to get my eye vision back in this eye, because I have surgery in about 3 weeks. Third time's a charm, huh? Maybe I'll actually get the surgery this time. Well, I wonder where Will and Frankie and everybody is. I haven't done a 420 for a couple of days because I didn't have Wi-Fi for a couple of days. But hey, I'm open for questions, comments, or concerns. Damn. Finally got a couple things straightened out today. I'm feeling pretty good going into the weekend. I hope everybody else is having a good weekend. Like I say, you're more than welcome to ask questions, comments, whatever. Some people say, what do you do? Well, for 10 years, I made headlines coast to coast, like that one there. That was in a little bitty town in Ohio. August 19th of 2020. The same town that Neil Armstrong grew up in. I didn't know that at the time. Nope. Did not know it at the time. But when they had my picture in the paper the next day, I found out the lady from the CVS, when I went to go get coffee, she come running over, hey. So I decided to stay one more day and let people come by with a newspaper and I'd autograph it for them. And one old guy come by and said, I had to come meet you. And I'm like, I'm glad you did. And he says, you know, they only been 3 people on the front page. And I'm like, you know, the pictures of people on the front. I'm like, really? You know, and, yep, Neil Armstrong. He grew up here. And I said, yes, I heard that. And he said, some damn fool tried to rob our bank. And now you. So according to him, I'm the 3rd one to take the top half of the front page or something like that. I thought that was cute. He had to come out and meet me. But, you know, anything anybody really wanted to find out, my life's been an open book for the last 11 years. Of course, I got a couple of trolls or haters that's going to tell you how bad I am. I'm this, that, and the other, and whatnot. But you know what? There's thousands out there to tell you different. You know? I really don't care. I try to give them forgiveness. They don't take forgiveness. They're liars and thieves. And if they just asked this guy, they'd be doing okay. But they can't seem to do that. So put love in your heart. You know what I mean? That's what life's about. Put a little love in your heart. Facebook, YouTube for a long time. Of course, I've only been on YouTube for a few weeks now, but usually almost every time I close a live out, it's one team, one dream, united we stand, you know. It's all about peace, love, and cannabis for all. And that's what I stand for. Oh, you doing good? Yes, I'm sorry, Wizard. I didn't see that. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm just kicking back, waiting for my eye surgery, and then after eye surgery's done, and if the weather's permitting, I'll get back on the road. I'd love to make one more trip to DC and back. I really would. I'm hoping I can get that possibility. You know, the good, if it's supposed to happen, the good Lord will make it happen. He's taking care of me though. Ever since March 1st of 2014, when I hit the road, he's had an angel look over my shoulder since the very beginning. I didn't know it at first. It took me a little bit to realize and get into the religion. But yep. And I'm glad I listened. I'm glad I listened. I did two things on this journey that, hell, I never thought I'd do. One was quit alcohol, and the other one was quit tobacco. No AA meetings, no rehab, no friends to lean on, none of that. Well, I mean, Facebook, you know, people tell me a good job, stuff like that, but, you know, no real whatever. And the thing is, you got to want to do it more than anything. And if you make a promise to the man above, you got to make sure you keep that promise. And, yeah, other than like a 2-week period, no alcohol for 5 years, and tobacco free for a good 5 years. I make up for it with cannabis. I can't believe there's no comments or questions. I'm more than willing to answer them if they are any. I'm going to take another hit here off of my favorite pipe, and then I'll show you what the RV looks like on the outside. I am an old school stoner. I never did like Gary paraphernalia. Now, this is what the RV used to look like here in the newspaper. Hang on. That's what the RV used to look like. And there's a couple 100,000 signatures on it if you're able to like zoom in all over the body of it. Well, I had to come off the road. I've been off the road almost a year now to get my eye redone, retina surgery. And I sat here with one eye and repainted it. Now, I didn't paint the door, but the body that I just showed you, all the writing, if you'd gotten up close, you would have seen this all over the body of the RV. But now, we have a new start for the trip to Washington, D.C., hopefully. I'd like to get a sponsor or two for the windows, you know. Somebody that's into cannabis or whatever. Ah! Was he still lucky?
Yeah.
Oh, you got her off the seat.
There you go. I want to get him before he rubs on that stuff over there.
Oh, yeah. Don't mind me. I'm retrieving my dog. She went on her date. I'll get him come closer to the house. Oh, maybe not. Hey, Leo, show him where the house is.
Come on, Curly. Come back there. Come on, good boy. Good boy. Come on.
He's got to take a poop or something.
He does. Get your ass. Don't you try to dodge me. Did you see that?
No.
I'm going to kick your butt. Hello, girl. You're good. You listen.
She's got you fooled.
Listen.
She's got you fooled.
Come on, Curly. Let's go.
Hey, you better behave or she won't let me bring her over no more.
Come on. Come on. Man, he's in love.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
She's She is.
Did I hit you?
She is a little cutie, though.
Yeah, she is. No! Because I like it so much, I'm going to have to.
We'll see you later. Bye, Curly.
I guess we got to keep them apart a little longer.
Yeah. Heck, it's been, I thought it's been like a week and a half.
Yeah, but it happened real fast, and she kept going up to him, putting it right in his face. A lot of work. There better be some babies.
I seen her out here putting it in his face, and I'm like, oh, nope, she's still wanting to go. We'll see y'all later. Sorry about that. Talking with a neighbor there. Our dogs, they like to get together. Lulu found her new friend. Come on. Come here. It's getting too bright outside where I couldn't see very well. Well, that was a partial tour on the outside of our RV, wasn't it? Had to go pick up the dog. Is my comments not working, or there's nobody? Oh, I guess there's nobody making comments. That's cool. I do ask people, if you like the videos, give them a thumb up. If you don't like them, give them a thumbs down. Any interaction helps a lot. The longer a person watches it, whatever reaction they have with a button, like a comment, a thumbs up, a thumbs down, sharing, and subscribing, they all help. And I appreciate everyone. And subscribing don't cost nothing. You hit the subscribe button, it does not cost you anything to subscribe to my channel. It just will ask you if you want notifications for the lives and stuff. For those that see, I'm just finding this stuff out because I'm not normally on YouTube. I have been for the last couple of weeks sitting here waiting on my eye surgery to come. Hi, Lulu. But until my eye gets better, I've got nothing better to do than play on the internet, tell people about the petition, and that's what it's all about. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. If you go to 420jim.com, 420jim.com, you can click on the petition. Or if you just put 420Jim in a Google search, the very first thing that pops up, I guarantee you see a button there that says petition. Because I've had this site up when not when Obama was in office, because I had one on paper then. But of course they wouldn't accept it. Had to take it all the way home, certify it, and all that crap. That's when I found out how to do one electronically. And that was with Trump the first time. And then Biden, and now Trump again. And as long as it's a class 1 or class 2 narcotic, every United States citizen that's associated with a class 1 or class 2 narcotic give up their rights to bear arms and ammunition. I thought it was only class 1, but when I learned that Hunter Biden got caught up on a class 2, looks like it covers the class 2 also. And that's the only reason I can think of it. They still keep it as a class 1 narcotic. It should be down there like aspirin. You can OD and die off of aspirin, Tylenol, all that stuff, which is not in one, but yet you can't from cannabis. So. And since March 1st of 2014, I always believed that nobody belongs in jail for weed. That's because I got arrested for weed. 2 counts of sales. I was facing 10 years. They set me up with a snitch. I said, no problem. Proved to my jury what narcotics and marijuana. You know what they did? And he found me I was incompetent and stand trial. Yeah. Yep, I was incompetent stand trial. Ever since March 1st, 2014, I've been doing things like this. Driving across the nation with a petition. Every time they change a president, I change the petition. First petition was with the original cannabis, and that burnt in 2017. But it was on a mission to Mr. Obama to get him to legalized, of course, before, the election. If he would have used that against Trump, he would have probably won, I would think. But not nowadays, but back then, if he would have legalized, he probably would have won. I got to thank Mr. Obama because he did introduce the cannabis pretty much. But we also got to thank Trump for what he did under the federal laws, and he made hemp federally legal everywhere. So, Mr. Trump's done some pretty good stuff himself. Now all we got to do is get him to do this, and I need your help. It don't cost you nothing at all, to scan that and sign it. Nothing. It don't cost you a penny. Now, it'll ask you at the end if you want to donate, but no thanks. I'd rather share. You sharing it helps me a lot more than you giving them a couple dollars. It's at change.org. Read the petition, and you can do this one too if you like. Now, if your phone don't scan and whatnot, that's okay. The first petition for the pot prisoners, go to 420jim.com. And boom, the petition's online at 420jim.com. Facebook, if you want to follow me. Anybody that would like to help, that's the way one can help. Like I say, I have window space for advertisement. People that want to advertise, whatever, like me, everyone needs a little Jesus, no one in jail for weed. Somebody might have something they'd like to put up in the window, or sell a specific product online, or a website, or, whatever. Because this will be, by the time I get to DC and back, this will have 10,000 signatures on it probably. And that's probably just a good estimation. It'll be covered. Hey, Sean, how you doing? How you doing, my friend? Yeah, there's yours right there. Mr. Sean here put the very first one up there. If I remember right, yeah. I think you had the first one, and Miss Gore got the second cross, the Matthew one. And of course, my favorite saying, can't we just all get a bong? Oh, goodness. Move, guys. Well, Lilu's bound determined to send me on the road with pups again. And she got her a boyfriend next door. Didn't you? Come here. Come here. Lilu. Come here. You got your boyfriend on. Come here. Come here. You're a good girl. Oh, you're a good girl. Oh, you're a good girl. Oh, she's feisty. Oh, she's all happy. You all happy? She's all happy now. She's all loving and happy. Oh, goodness sakes. Oh, the flooding dam. Sorry to hear it's flooding. I know I shouldn't be rubbing that, but it's irritating, it's blurry, it's black and white. Ugh. Oh, I'm glad you're back. Some of it's in the lenses of the glass, though. Ah, goodness sakes. Yeah, I missed a couple of days. I didn't have an internet connection like Tuesday through this morning. But it's okay. I did go up to the coffee house the other day. I missed yesterday. I'm doing the same, brother. I'm doing the same. Of course, the Eagles shit. Back in the day, that's what my dad would say, you know, when he got his pension and all that. He was in the Army and stuff. Anyhow, you know, on the 1st and 3rd or whatever, the Eagle takes the shit. Yeah. Well, because tomorrow's the 1st, everybody got paid today. So, heck, I put a thing about anybody going towards the jars, you know, I'll chip in on gas. And it wasn't 10 minutes later, probably, I had someone, I'm headed that way, I need gummies, you know. And so I made it down to the dispensary and got me a allotment of smoke. And, of course, got to pay rent, you know, do all that crap. But it's okay. Everything's good. I really can't complain. We got to wait till the surgery happens. You know what I mean? Once the surgery happens, then I'll know. But it seems like it's gotten blurrier. But that could just be the oil being old. I don't know. Yeah, you want up here? There you go. I don't know, but if it, because it's hard to explain. It's clear in some ways, but it's blurry in others. And before it was blurry in others and clear in others. So I'm hoping when they rinse it out, I'll have vision, and I'm sure they're going to put a bubble in it. And then that takes 3 to 5 weeks. By week 3, you have a littler bubble, and that's when it tore again. Because first time they repaired it, they just tried to use the bubble. Oh yeah. You know, I don't remember if I knew it was, I'd be lying if I said if I knew it was legal in Ohio or not. I just quit keeping up with all that and whatnot when I come off the road. You know, I never thought that 2 of the trolls would come forward and whatnot. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't come back out on the road and everything. You know what I mean? Especially the one reason I came off the road was because that lady, you know. They hit me at the car and stuff, and who knows what other psycho they could, you know, recruit. But now they came forward. I feel very confident and safe hitting the road. I do. I have Jesus with me, and I have, if anything happens, that testimony that will come up from them, my family, and also. I'm not worried about nothing. Well, yeah, and then you know they get to notice who's driving back and forth. You know, there's some people. It's like, oh man, hey, it's only an hour away, and you know, yeah, they pay attention. So yeah, that's a good little game with them police and stuff. You know what I mean? There was a tow truck in Tampa, Florida. I forget. It had like 55,000 miles on it. I mean, this thing was still like brand new. And the guy bought it, and he was hauling cars. And, you know, one too many times in front of a trooper with the same car. You know? He wouldn't just every trip use the same car, but he had like 2 or 3 cars, and he'd space it out. But, you know, after seeing that same car be towed about 7 times, pulled him over and, yeah, got him for hauling drugs. Oh, well, the only thing is, take your baggage, take your sack. Take your jar, you know, make sure it's labeled. You know what I'm saying? People in Texas and stuff like that, they take regular from a dispensary and put it in the 0.3 bags and stuff. Yeah. Shouldn't be illegal at all. None of it should be, you know. Me, I don't get a medical card because I'm not going to register that I'm a marijuana user. And definitely not putting it right. You know what I mean? And you got to pay tax. Hell, I can go get off the street. I can go get it off the street without going to any dispensary. And you know, you support that. What's that saying? Support your local business and whatever. Yeah, they don't care about your gun rights, and they don't tax you. How do you think I got through all the states when I was doing this? Man, I'd have somebody come, what are you about? This, that, and the other. And a few minutes later, one come by, and after he found his posse found out I was okay, come smoke a blunt with me, whatever. And he said, man, I really don't want it legal, you know, going to ruin my business, you know. And I'm like, dude, it's like I tell everybody else, stay out of the dispensaries. And I used to tell everybody, stay out of the dispensaries. And if you don't want to be known as a pothead or whatever involved with cannabis, stay out of the dispensaries. But me, I don't care. I simply don't care. I live up to my name. I am 420 Jim. And if they want to fight something in court, let's take it to court. I'm willing to, you know. For them to take away my gun rights, if I wanted a gun or possess a gun or whatever, they would have to prove to me what narcotic is in it to make it a class 2 or class 1, right? They couldn't prove to me what narcotic was in it when they had me for sales and I was facing 10 years. So, I know cannabis has stayed the same, or, you know, cannabis back in the day, now it's so genetically modified, who knows? They take all of God's plants and they genetically modify it and change it and stuff. Look at the tomato, all the fruits and stuff. People don't realize that's happened to a lot of our cannabis too. It's sad. You need to, know where you're getting your cannabis from. Get respectable. Yeah, I was watching a thing today. A lady was on, I think it was TikTok. It could have been Facebook Reels, but I think it was TikTok. That what the hell was she saying? I got a good buzz. This is a new strain for me. Well, that's what you need, some seeds. I really wished, out of all the 36 states I traveled, I really, really wished I could go up to Kentucky to that old boy that gave me that little piece of Kentucky bluegrass. Woo! Or meet his family, because he's probably passed by now. I mean, that was like, I don't know though, but that was like 9 years ago when I met him, 10 years ago. And he said, "You ain't have any Kentucky bluegrass?" And I'm like, "No, sir." He said, "I grows it." He come back, oh my gosh. That was the closest to old school good weed that, back in the day. It was good. What I'd do for a couple seeds like that. But anytime you order them and they say, guaranteed female and all, they're genetically modified. Best thing you can do is go find an old film container full of seeds or a photo album. Somebody put them in the photo album, Hell, we used to take our seeds and germinate a couple dozen of them, and then you'd go out and you'd plant your couple dozen plants, and if you had 3 female out of that couple of dozen, you were doing good. 4 was kind of unheard of. Yeah. And you can tell right when they turn the difference between male and female, and that's when everybody would strip the male out because they didn't want to get it pollinated. Yeah, I think it was Ashland, Asheville, whichever it is, Asheville, Ashland, something like that. And he said he lived up in the mountain. And they made moonshine. Nobody comes on the mountain unless they invite him. And, a good old boy. Kept the money in the shoebox. And, we talked for a good 25, 30 minutes or so before he asked me about the bud. Oh man, there was another time, and this was Salt Lake City, Utah. Real Bible Belt type thing, whatever. And man, just as I was getting ready to pull up at the park and get set up, well, I just parked. One guy come by and he said, "We done voted on that. We don't want that here. You ain't gonna get no signatures." Oh God, I had a great turnout. I did. People just started showing up as soon as they heard I was in town, stuff left and right and whatnot. And I didn't have any bud at the time or nothing, I always depend on somebody, because you couldn't carry or whatever. And I'd mentioned to someone about we'd been talking, whatever, and I don't know. Somehow I mentioned that no, I didn't have no bud or nothing. Well, he come back later on in the day and he says, "Hey, you know where the statues are over there?" And I said, "Yeah." And he says, "Well, there's one that don't have a head." And I'm like, "Yeah." And he says, "Well, look down from there and there's going to be a toilet paper roll. They shouldn't be there stuffed in the crevice. That's for you. And walked off. And I'm like, hey, cool. So about an hour later or so, just before it went dark and I put everything away, I walk over to the statue and look down, sure enough. And it wasn't crumpled or nothing. It was just a toilet paper roll and a bud that fit like almost end to end. And was like a Christmas tree in there. It hugged the walls, you know. It was great. It was great. Ashland's right across them. Ah. Is there a mountain near Ashland? If there's a mountain near Ashland, then I've got the right town. If not, I don't have the right town because I'm sure he don't go too far. And he says, I live in the mountains, you know, kind of like that. So. Sounds familiar for some reason. Well, that's probably what they, you know, I don't know. Old guy probably called the mountain. I don't know. Good old Florida boy for me. That's a mountain. I don't know. You're right. They call them hollers and hills and yeah. So I can't argue. I don't know. Yeah. I thought he said I live up in the mountains. He might have said the hills. I don't know. Isn't that near the Smoky Mountains or something? Don't the Smoky Mountains go through Kentucky or something like that? Maybe I just got the wrong part of Kentucky. Oh, the Appalachian. Well, it must have been somewhere around the Appalachian Mountains. And I just was thinking of Ashland. See, there's places in Ohio and Kentucky. I finally made it back to Ohio. That's where I was born. But the first couple of years of my life, we grew up in Kentucky. We lived somewhere near a dolomite pit in Moorhead. And we used to go and have to take my cousin to the hospital in Lexington all the time. That's what I remember from childhood about Kentucky. So maybe that's where I'm thinking of Ashland or Asheville or something. Right on. Yeah. Once we left Kentucky, I never heard from other kinfolk after that. Nope. It's like we went south to Florida, and yeah. Now later on, two of the cousins, Ronnie and his brother, my sister's boys, they came down to Florida, and me and Ronnie, we split an apartment a couple of times together. Once in Florida and once in California. I'd love to hear from that old boy. He's probably still, I would think with the same girl in the same place, same town, same job, same everything. I could be wrong though. Hang on a sec. Oh, just my immediate family that I know of. You know, I know my daughter and grandkids and stuff. But see, we keep everything out of social media. They see my post and this, that, and the other, and they just, no reason to involve family and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, we keep the daughter, grandkids, all that type thing out of social media. Other than that, I've got a sister that oh hell, I ain't heard from her in many, many, many years. Her name was Phyllis, and got a brother. Ain't heard from him in many, 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 many years. Now I know my half brother, he passed away, and my half sister, she was killed when I was young. So that would be it. Oh, cousin Ronnie, I wonder what he'd think to see to see me now. Because you'd have to imagine, we grew up, 17, 18, and, on up in the 20s, whatever. I think after we hit our 30s, about 30s, we drifted apart, whatever. I haven't seen him in quite a while. I ended up getting him married off. But I just wondered what he'd think. I'm sure if he knew what I was doing and whatnot, then he'd get a hold of me. But he had medical troubles back then and stuff, so, I hope he's still even with us, him or his brother. But yeah, me and him, that's all we did. We'd get off work, pick up some Miller High Life. I'd usually get Miller, and he'd maybe get Lowenbrow or this, that, and the other. Anyhow, we'd both end up picking up a couple 6-packs, one each, and, drink 3 of each. That way we kind of mix it up. And sat there and roll a couple of joints and put on Freebird or something, Oh, yeah. I haven't been back out to California, so yeah, no, I haven't tried to reach out to Ronnie or them or anything. If I was making money or something, or if I had a little bit of extra money, I could probably do one of them been verified. I think that's what I used when I found my daughter years back. I lost track of my daughter for like 9 years. I had no phone number, no nothing. I knew she was still in Phoenix. And with that, and I just won my lawsuit for 10 grand. I went and joined Been Verified, which it wasn't that expensive. Within 2 hours, I had the address of her mom. And we rented a car the next day, and I drove out there to say hey to everybody. But I could probably get another Been Verified account. And I probably should, because you can find out anything you want about anybody pretty much. And it wasn't all that expensive. I'll show you what I got. I just got this today. Cheech and Chong Sedanko or something like that. What is it? Oh. Stadank, duh. Here, Jack. However you pronounce that. Yeah. Well, see, I have no way to get to California or whatnot, but yeah, I may try and reach out to him. But my brother Norman, oh, he wouldn't believe that I turned my life over. Yeah. Oh, my brother, I mean, I would hope if he read about me or knew about me that he'd reach out to me. But I haven't reached out to him either. But yeah, see, my brother was trying to be a millionaire, which he pretty much was on paper, if you know what I mean. He had owned a storage unit that we built, a dozen units, I think it was, a sign shop, a house, a couple houses, rental houses and stuff, and la-da-da. Well, when Dad died, he up and gave everything to the church. He up and gave everything to the church. And found God and went missionary type thing. He would go out, feed the homeless and whatnot. And I asked him, hey, what changed? And he said, I never thought Dad would leave. I found someone that will never leave. I found Jesus. And that's pretty much the last time I seen him. He was still doing that and whatnot. I think he went over, did missionary work a couple places. He had a wife and one daughter, but, we never kept up. He never kept up with me. I never kept up with him. Oh, no, he ain't wrong. He ain't wrong at all. He ain't wrong at all. Nope. And he was doing everything he could, And I don't hold it against him. I don't hate him for none. I'm glad. You know what I mean? And I hope he's still doing it. I hope he still has the faith and the love. If I know Norman, he does. He'd be like an honest Kevin Copeland. Yeah, he would be like an honest Kevin Copeland. Yeah. Good speaker, know the Bible, but he wouldn't be. Hell, he gave up almost everything. He pretty much gave up everything he owned to the church, and yeah. And I mean, I know that firsthand. I was around when all that happened. Yep. So, like he said back then, our blessings aren't on earth, and you never know when you're going to go. So, but yep, one day I might be able to see him again. Well, I ain't never seen that car. I guess I could reach out to my daughter, though, and ask her who she has contact with. Kathy Finley, she passed away, so she used to have a lot of the numbers. So I lost every contact I had years back. That's how I lost track of my daughter for 9 years. Didn't have her phone number, address, or nothing. What's that? Oh yeah. Oh, goodness sakes. Well, my friends, it's about time for me to get out of here. Any last questions, comments, or concerns? Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. I'll be back tomorrow at 4:20 Mountain Standard Time, which right now it's 5:20 here. At 7 my time, I'll be on Facebook doing a live there. You can type in my name, 420 Jim, FOURTWENTYJIM, and find me on Facebook. If you want to join in there, you can. Well, see you tomorrow. It's all about peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand, and if we try, we can all get along. Jack and Lulu love you, I love you, and Jesus loves you. Have a good day and see you tomorrow. Peace out.